Super Dog. The Dog of the Year show was on television. I love the way the dogs run so quickly, said Mom. They seemed to enjoy it too. They watched a dog called Pepper. She ran quickly and didn't make a mistake. I hope Pepper wins, said Chip. The next dog was called Ruffles. Kipper liked him more than Pepper. I want Ruffles to win, said Kipper. Look how fast he can run. Everyone was excited as Ruffles came to the end, but he didn't win. Pepper did. I knew Pepper would do it, shouted Biff. Fluffy was asleep at the floor. Biff poked him with her toe. Wake up, Fluffy, she said. Look at all these clever dogs on television. Why can't you do clever things like them? Fluffy opened one eye. Then he yawned. Ew, I'm better see yawn. The next day, Biff, Chip, and Kipper went outside to play. Ralph and Wilma came round. Fluffy was fast asleep on the grass. Did you see the Dog of the Year show on the television? Asked Biff. Yes, it was brilliant, said Wilma. I wonder if Floppy could do some of the things we saw on television, said Chip. Biff found a box. Come on, Floppy, she said. Let's see what you can do. Jump on this box. Floppy looked at the box. Oh no, I'm too old to do tricks, he thought. The children made a course for Floppy. It had all kinds of things for him to run round or jump over. We must give him a treat every time he does well, said Biff. That's the way to train a dog. Oh no, thought Floppy. I don't believe this. At first, Biff did quite well, but he soon got tired and fed up. He didn't like the way the children shouted at him all at the same time. I don't want to be a dog of the year, he thought. I just want to be left alone. Oh, Floppy, you're hopeless, said Kipper. Wilma's mom came round. He wanted to take everyone swimming. Kipper liked to go in swimming with Wilma's mom. He always bought us an ice cream, he said. Floppy was pleased too. He just wanted to find a quiet place to go to bed. Floppy crawled up to Biff's room. He knew Biff and Chip wouldn't be back for a long time. He was almost asleep when something made him open one eye. The magic key was glowing. Dogs don't have an adventure by themselves, do they? The magic began to work. Fluffy was in a big city. The city was full of people and traffic. Everyone was busy. There was noise everywhere. Well, thought Fluffy, so this is the big city. I've never seen so many people and I've never seen such a tall buildings. What a place! Fluffy explored the city. He came to a steep hill. The tram looked people up and down the hill. He had never seen buses like this before. A lady went past with two dogs. What a funny dogs, thought Fluffy. I've never seen dogs with coats on before. There was a barn outside the shop. In the barn was a baby. Suddenly the barn began to move. The baby's mother had forgot to put the bag on. At first nobody saw the barn move, but then it began to move faster and faster. Stop the barn! someone shouted. The barn rolled out into the road. By now, it was going too fast for everyone to stop it. Anyone to stop it. Oh no, screamed the mother. My baby will be killed. Somebody. Biff Floppy saw the barn running down the hill. This looks like a job for me, he thought. Floppy ran after the barn and grabbed it with his teeth. He stopped just in time. Phew, there was a close thing, thought Floppy. Everyone came running up. Did you see what that dog did? Shouted a man. It's a hero! He saved my baby! Cried the mother. Everyone made a fuss of Flappy. Did you see that dog? People said. He stopped a runaway farm. He's a super dog. Everyone shouted. It was nothing, thought Flappy. Then suddenly he saw something else happening. A lady had put her handbag with her shopping. He was looking at the baby in a runaway barn. Suddenly, a thief grabbed the handbag and ran away with it. Help! Shouted the lady. My handbag has gone! Another job for Superdog. Flappy ran after the thief. Then the thief tried to get over a wall, but Flappy was too quick for him. He grabbed the man by his trousers, and the man dropped the handbag. Got you, growled Flappy. All right, said the thief. I didn't mean to keep it anyway. People made a fuss of Flappy. This dog is a hero, someone shouted. He got my handbag back, said the old lady. It had all my money in it. This dog is super dog, said a man. It was nothing, thought Flappy. A big ship was coming. Flappy went to the dock to see it. There were lots of people watching the ship. Some of them were waving. The people were so excited that some of them went too close to the edge of the dock. Suddenly, Flappy saw something happen. A boy had fallen in the water. Everyone was cheering. So nobody saw the boy fell in. Another job for Superdog, thought Flappy. He jumped in the water and swam to the boy. Oh no, shouted a man. It was my little boy. He's in the water. Don't worry, someone called. He'll be all right. Superdog was saving him. Flappy held the boy's shirt in his teeth and pulled the boy out of the water. What a dog, said the man. He saved my son. Think nothing of it, thought Flappy. There was a story about Flappy in the newspaper. Everyone wanted to. There were some pictures of him too. Everyone wanted to read about Flappy the hero. The newspapers had said that Flappy was called Superdog. It's better than being called Flappy, thought Flappy. Everywhere Flappy went, people said, There's Superdog! He's a hero! When Flappy crossed the road, all the cars stopped to let him across. It's Superdog, shouted the car drivers. Can we take you anywhere? Do you need a lift? There was some mean dog in the city. The meanest dog was called Van. He went round with a dog called Hook and a dog called Snap. Van, Hook, and Snap when met a lost dog. We don't like dogs who wear coats, growled Van. There were you. What are you doing in our part of town? Fluffy saw what was happening. He walked up to Van, Hook, and Snap. I hope you're not being nasty to this lost dog, he said. No, of course not. Superdog, said Van. We're just offering to take him home. Don't worry, said Floppy. I'll take him. Some men were working on a tall building. It was dangerous walking so high up. Suddenly, one of the men slipped and fell. He was on a girder and couldn't get off. The fair savings raced to the rescue, but the ladders weren't long enough. We need to get a rope to him. But how? Shouted one of the firemen. We can't use the helicopter. A crowd of people stood in the street. Everyone looked up at the building. Someone will take the rope to him. But who? Shouted a man. Another little job for me, thought Superdog. Fluffy went to the rescue. He took the rope with his teeth. Then he went slowly along the girder to let them in. Don't look down, Superdog, shouted the man. It's the only way to fall. Oh dear, thought Floppy. What am I doing in this adventure? I don't like being up here. The man grabbed the rope from Floppy. Thank you, Superdog, he called. You're a real hero. Everyone cheered. Suddenly the magic key began to glow. It was time for Floppy's adventure to end. I can't say I'm sorry, thought Floppy. Biff was cross when he found Floppy on her bed. You know you mustn't sleep on the bed, she said. What a bad dog you are, Floppy. Floppy jumped off the bed and crept downstairs. I don't know, he thought. I'm a hero 1 minute, and a bad dog at the next. The children took Floppy outside. It's time to do the Dog of the Year cross again, they said. Suddenly, Floppy ran off. He jumped over the fence and ran away as fast as he could. Come back, you bad dog, shouted Chip. Floppy ran into the park and hid inside a giant pipe. They won't find me in here, he thought. I don't want to be the Dog of the Year. And I'm not super dog. I'm just a floppy old dog who wants a bit of peace. The end. See you next time.